Super bang! 18 the professional back again with another BPS Battle Point System review of KOTD's Chilla Jones versus Conceited a few years back. I think about 3-4 years back by now. Hey man, it was a good battle. When you think back on it, I think Con kind of went light on this bitch. I don't know if it was on purpose, if he was tapped out, his direction was strayed and didn't have enough focus as much as Chilla knew what type of battle he was getting into and the namesake that Con carried. But I think Con kind of just, I don't even want to say Hollywood be the term. I just want to say necessarily he's stretched thin, man. He went ahead and he's on wilding out by this time. His raps are tapped out. He's like, I can get money here. Whatever. Nonetheless, let's get into the BPS, man. Battle point system. We're trying to grade these bars. We're trying to make a system that is thorough, used, and if we have reputable people who've been watching battles for at least 10 years, then they can make decisions that make sense because we're used to this and we know how to hit and count bars. That's the main thing, man. 1 point for a bar, 2 points for a dope bar, 3 for a fire bar, 4 for a bang, 5 for a haymaker. And then again, you read it this way. These are 2 bars sections for the last 2 bar sections. So each one of this line is 4 bars total. 4 bars, 4 bar, 4 bar, 4. You get it. Okay. Chilla Jones comes out first. Conceited won the coin toss. He started out kind of slow. Now, me understanding that Chilla Jones is more of a schemer and doesn't necessarily rely on the punch, you're going to see a lot more dopes and just bars and build-ups, and hopefully the payoff would make sense towards the end. His first round, it actually kind of didn't, in my opinion. He had a few bangs mixed in there, which was pretty good. A lot more fire bars in the second half of the schemes. And then it was just, dope. First round, 55 points. Good time limit. KOTD had it. This was their first East Coast event. So, Queen's Flip was in the building, and Poison Pen. And Queen Flip was annoying, but whatever. Side chicken. 55 points for Chilla's first. Bang. Conceited comes out with his first, man. He starts out again with a little build-up, but his payoff is a lot more. He ends it with a bang on the last 4 bars. Starts out again with his, he's a every 2 bar, 4 bar puncher. So this scheme is really built, set up for him. But his links on his rounds were just hella short. You can see where they ended was not the same in bars. Chilla at least rapped a good 8 bars, more than him. So, but Conceited, he started out with some fires, but he ended heavy in there. A lot of consistent bangs, back and forth in the first round right there. In the middle of that first round, he came through. And then towards the end of the first round, in my opinion, he kind of tailed off a little bit. You can check the battle for yourself and use the BPS scoring system and check it out yourself. 54 points for Conceited for his first. We got Chilla Jones coming in with his second right here. He started out nice, man. First 2 bar section was a good bang. Got the crowd's attention going and everything. He ended it. It didn't follow off that well, but he's building up to a scheme. So Chilla's, you're going to see a lot more bars, dopes, and then the fires and the bangs come in on the 2 and the 4s. And then every other of the 2, depending on how he hits it. But he was making some moves right there in his first. His second. And then the second half of his second, man, this is where he got real heavy, man. Chilla came through. His second and third, phenomenal, man. He was going some schemes off the chain, and they were some ones you had to think about, but if you got them, then you got them, and you got to give credit, and the scheme follows through. So I was adding a point for the build-up. Build-up was dope. How does it pay off? Okay, well, that's bang both ways. You know what I'm saying? So the whole scheme, the 4 bars of that scheme, got a lot more points than usual. 70 points for Chilla in his second. Much respect and props. Time length was pretty decent. They're all around semi the same. Conceited second. I have it here. Conceited second, man. He came out and he started out kind of slow a little bit. Ended up with a bang right in the second half of the 4 bars right there. Started back again with another one. Right back to him. More fire bars. The payoff was good on a lot of these, so I was cool with that. Then towards the middle of his second round, the energy changed. You got to put it in where it is, man. At least a 2 bar choke. In my opinion, it was probably 4 bars. But he choked for 2, then came in with a whole nother scheme. But the scheme he came back was fire. It just wasn't long enough, man. He went in, I think that was the whole Urkel and Laura. And, Laura Tarzi. Yeah, and he went in with the Family Matters. You can see the bangs in there. Quality content. 54 points, though. Was hella short, Con. Hella short. Conceited's third right, Chilla Jones' third right here. he started off, little bars, fire bars, dope bars mixed in. The payoff was great. A lot of bangs right there. A lot more build up, some fire in there, but some dope bars mixed in with the second half right here. He came with consistent bangs. That whole was a scheme right there. You can see kind of how they play out like music notes on the way people rap, man. Because if they consistently hit in patterns, you can tell a lot different. So he started off again. It was more scheming. Boom. Killed him right there. That was the third. And then the end of Chilla's third right here. Another 70-point round, man. Props to Chilla for great quality content, time links. Chilla's first round, 55 points. Second, 70. Third, 70. 195 for Chilla. Okay, we're going to go into Con's third. He knew he had to do some redeeming. So he came back, fire bars to start it out, man. Bangs to follow up. His schemes were dope. He tried to think this was the whole you're cloning me and you want to be like me type of round, and he didn't flip it. It quite as well as it could have been. And then once Chilla set the tone with that third round, before Con went on his third round, it was kind of like, oh, okay, well, you looked at Conceited a little bit different, man. Like the crowd, the bars didn't hit the same, so to speak. But consistently, he had more bangs in there. A lot of fires, a lot of dopes. Okay, 63 points. So if we tally that out for Con, 54, 54, 63, 171 to 195. If you're going by the old rules, you can shade Chilla 30 them. But point system, it was still a wash. He beat him by over 20 bars. Shoot. Yeah, at least over 20 bars. So that's a good 16, almost a half a round worth of material that Chilla beat him by. So much respects and props to these two individuals. Shout out to KOTD. And no, I don't know the answers to you. I'm going to have to Google them shits because I'm trying to get in the group. I like battle rap and I like music. Check out the BPS, the battle point scoring system. Try it at home for yourself, man. If you're reputable and know about the culture and can hit some of these ancestral lines when people are talking about things that you know are fire, but if you're not really into it, you're just like, oh, that's a dope bar, when it's actually a fucking bang or a haymaker. You feel me? Shout out to everybody. My name is Kamani Kim, MrIDA.com. Check out the website. Check out the rest of the page. I'll be great in battles at least once every Friday. Enjoy your life. Do something creative. Bang.